Alright, here we go. This is going to be a look at, well, I don't know really what to call it, but I guess a post-op for my top 10 most hated predators. That video. A lot of people wanted to see, well, not a lot. Some people wanted to see wanted to know reasoning for my selections here. So, I aim to please. So, let's do it. Not really sure how this is going to go. Not really sure how long this is going to be either, but I'm just gonna talk about each guy and just with this in the background. So there's not gonna be much happening in the background, so you can go do other things, I guess, if you want. But let's just start right here at number 10. Jaswinder. I am very professional. Shema. This guy, first of all, I hate this guy. I want to make sure I say that because some people were disappointed that I didn't say it in my John Donnelly commentary, but so I'll say it just to get it out of the way. I hate this guy, hate all these guys, so there we go. But yeah, right away, this guy comes in, asks for a hug, which is fucking number one. First way you want me to get to hate these predators is for them to ask for a hug. It's the worst thing. Oh, where's my hug? I need my hug. I need my hug. So that's number one. That's the first reason right there. It's the first reason I hate these guys. And there is a theme. There are some guys, I think, in this that ask for hugs. Maybe not. I can't remember off the top. I know Jeff Sokol is in this, and that he asks for a hug, so fuck that. And he comes out, and right away he denies. He says, oh yeah, I wasn't going to do this. I didn't know she was 13, 14, or whatever. And, part of it is also that, it goes back to their chat logs also when he says, I was drunk at the time. But if you read the chat logs, which unfortunately, it might be a little bit difficult now to do that, but he claims he was drunk while he was chatting, but he doesn't make any typos or anything during it. And right away he says, I didn't even notice she was 13, because he just kind of glanced through that because he was drinking at that time. But he says multiple times in the chat, oh, you're a young one, aren't you? So he's full of shit on that. So, and also, the very professional, he says he's very professional, and that's why he wouldn't do something like this, which is quite a stretch also, because what makes him very professional? Because he's wearing a shirt like this. That's what makes him very professional. What a piece of garbage. And then also the hairline, just at that point he looks like the dude from Megamind. Oh shit, was it Megamind? I think it was Megamind. Yeah, I remember I saw this thing in the theaters, man. Yeah, it's fucking him. That's fucking him. That's him right there. Look at that. Tell me that that's not him. But yeah, at that point, man, just fucking shave it off, man. It doesn't look good. No one will. If you were to shave it off and go completely bald, it's not. I don't think anyone would say, "Oh, you look worse for doing that." So that's another reason right there. And this entire time, he's just very condescending. And, even though he knows it, he's seen the show also, which makes it even worse, because he's seen the fucking show before. So it's like, why, what happens if you do something like this? Big piece of shit. And then he says like a million times, oh, I know the cops is going to arrest me. Where do you want me to go and be arrested at? I know the cops are here. So he's like, and then he asks, again, he's another guy who just says, can you turn the cameras off for me, please? And I just everything about him, really. But he's just really annoying. And then here in the interrogation footage that we get, he says, oh, I've seen the show many, many times. I would never do something like this, but you did it. And he says, and then again, of course, classically, he goes into, he says, why am I being arrested? I haven't even really done anything. Shouldn't I be let go? And this bloke right here with the giant head, this guy right here, this guy with the huge ass head says the same thing. Like, oh yeah, because we prevented it. It's like, yeah, that's why there was no one here, because we prevented it. Fucking piece of shit. Alright, so that basically explains Jazzy here. Number 9. this piece of garbage right here, Clifford Wallach, who brought his child with him. I mean, come on, it's number one right there. But I mean, he would be up there. I mean, he looks basically like every other bloke from this thing, fat, overweight, fat, and just completely out of touch with society. Thinking that a 13-year-old would want something that looks like that. Okay, that's enough reason right there, but not enough to make it in the top 10. But what gets him into the top 10 is that he brought his child with him. Now, there are people who ask, would he have had the child do anything? I don't think so. I can't remember off the top of my head here, but in the chat, I think he does say that, oh, he'll bring the son and he'll just watch television while him and the 13-year-old boy that he came to meet are doing their thing. So that's fucked up. You're gonna let your kid watch SpongeBob or Blue's Clues or something like that. I don't know, 5 years. I don't know how old this son is. 5, I think it is. So I don't know. Whatever 5-year-olds in 2005 watched. So let's just say that. You're gonna let them do that while you're committing a felony. So you can go to fucking hell right there. And then he completely cries and bitches the entire time. I can't feel my hands, please. Fuck that guy. And then right here, then he cries. Just fucking asshole. Just all around asshole. Number one asshole. Or I guess the number 9 biggest asshole, I should say. But then, so number 8, it was Marvin Harrison Smith. Maybe I put him too high. It could be debated. I mean, he's a real asshole. He wants to give the child money to fucking have sex with them. That's pretty scumbaggy. And he's done it before also, so that gives him a lot of bonus points. And then he doesn't talk to Chris Hansen, so that gets him even more bonus points because fuck you. And then he runs away and he gets tasered, which is pretty fucking funny. Yeah, that's another good. It's always nice to see one of these scumbags get tasered, and especially this guy. But then he also another one who, he's a minister in the church. I mean, I'm not very religious, but fuck it. I mean, that's pretty scumbaggy right there. And then, what else? He cries. He's like, about what he was going to do. He says, oh, I don't want to go to prison. Like, yeah, I mean, no one feels bad for you. No one feels sorry for you. And he says, Mr. Gary. He calls him Mr. Gary. I don't know why the hell he calls him Mr. Gary. I'm going to lose everything I got, Mr. Gary. I don't want to go to prison. Well, if you don't want to go to prison, you shouldn't have done this. Nobody forced you to do this, dude. So he got a long sentence, so that's good for him. All right, who was next? Number 7. Are we at number 7? Where are we at?
During our...
Yeah, number 7, Thomas Library Card Moffat. This guy got off. I don't know if anyone... if not, everybody might not know that, but he got off on the charges, so that right there gets him some points. But then he was just very sly, condescending during the whole thing. He was overly cautious because he knew that he was doing something wrong. So fuck you. I mean, he knew what he was doing was wrong. He got off on a fucking technicality because he didn't technically go into the house. So I guess that changes things. I mean, what's the difference though? He was standing on the front steps. So I mean, is that not in the house? I guess technically not. And he's also, first of all, complete dickhead. Also, look at this picture. Fucking dickhead, man. Look at this guy. And he was supposed to, also because he was supposed to strip, he would have been the 3rd predator to come into the house naked, and he didn't do that. So fuck that. Hate you for not making that happen. And yeah, I mean, he knew what he was doing was wrong. I don't know how the hell he got off. Fucking piece of shit here. But yeah, I also hated, I don't know, I can't pull it up. I can't find it. But he drove his car all the way down. It's like to like right here. His car. He drove it into the fucking backyard. What an asshole. You're not supposed to do that. Whose house would you go to and do that? What a fucking asshole, man. And then the whole time, like, I just hate the way he's dressed. Like, why are you dressed like that? It's 4 o'clock in the morning, isn't it? Why is he dressed like that? Like, dude, come on. You don't have to be in your work clothes at 4 o'clock in the morning. Is that just what he thinks is stylish? Would turn somebody on? I mean, you fucking look like a dickhead, man. And yeah, and then he says, "Get your library card." Like, that's ridiculous. Like, how did that? You're talking to a 13-year-old, and you're saying, but he somehow got off. Oh yeah, no. I wonder why she doesn't have ID. Because she's 13. Get your library card. First of all, it's very pushy and aggressive. Also, the way he says it, get your library card. Not like, please go get your library card. No, get your library card. Fuck you. Be a little bit more polite. And then the decoy says, this is retarculous. Either just say retarded or ridiculous. Don't combine them together. Just gets everybody gets mad, man. And then he gets arrested. That's pretty funny. But then he got off. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he parked his car in the fucking backyard. Get a life, dude. Alright, number 6, Jeff Sokol. Pretty much explains, self-explanatory. I mean, everything about him screams douchebag, tool. And then he does what he did. Just his appearance gives off the douchebag tool look, and then you factor in what he did. Well, that's fucking strike 2. And he comes in, asks for a hug right away. Are you kidding me? Come on. And then he explains, this is his idea of small talk, is talking about the difference in the pizza sizes. Which I remember I made the big deal about that in the commentary that I did about it. And he's like, well, the small was going to be like the size of my hand. It was actually only 2 inches smaller. So what a piece of shit right there. And then he brought the marriage contract. And, yeah, it's an alibi letter. Fucking Nervous Nelly, the decoy right here. And then Chris Hansen comes out, he goes, who's this? Which is really annoying. It's first of all, how are you going to come into someone's house and say, who's this? Yeah, you're a fucking asshole. And the whole time he's denying, but he knows that he's caught, but he's still denying and smug the entire time. And he fucking eats the pizza like a slob. Look at this fucking asshole. Yeah, and then he fucking licks his fingers a couple of times, and it's really, really annoying the way that he eats, which really, really annoys the hell out of me. He talks with his mouth full a bunch of times. Really annoying stuff right there, and just his face, you just want to punch it a couple of times, and maybe that wouldn't even be enough. He's going gray in his hair and everything. He looks like he's had a midlife crisis at some point. Yeah, I don't really fuck with that. And then right there, he's got a shit-eating grin on his face the entire time. That's a complete tool bag, man. Everything about him is just... There's nothing redeemable about him. I think that's an appropriate face right there. There's nothing redeemable about him. He's just a complete asshole. Complete tool. And he comes out, the cameras come out, he's like, I can't believe this is happening. He's got IBS too, so he can go to fucking hell. Alright, what are we at? Number 5 are we at? Kevin Westerbeck. First way that you hate him is he comes in and he says, well, I'll watch you. I mean, that's fucking creepy as fuck. Well, I'll watch you. And then, first of all, oh wait, actually, you know what? The first thing, actually, I need to go back and find it now. He's got the fucking bird on his head. Well, fuck you with your fucking stupid bird on your head, man. You look like a fucking dickhead. You're not interesting because you have a fucking bird on your head. Doesn't make you interesting. But yeah, that's the first thing that I hate him for. Second thing I hate him for is that he comes in and he says, well, I'll watch ya. Huh? I gotta finish getting... And his stupid screen name, Change for the Better 2006. What the fuck? You're not changing for the better. Well, I do love that screen name, though. Change for the Better 2006. I do love that. Actually, I really do like that. It's just that it's associated with this piece of shit. It's a hilarious screen name in the circumstances that this is a guy who's already going to be a registered sex offender, and then he gets caught on national television. He's not living up to that Change for the Better fucking screen name right there. It's hilarious to me. And then he comes in and, of course, he says, well, I'll watch you. Just really fucking annoying. And then the entire time he just denies, and says, I'm not saying it's your fault. That wasn't my intentions. Really annoying. And then he says, he's guilty. I don't know where it is in this footage, but he says that's BS talk, which is a great fucking line. I do love that line. Oh, just BS talk. Yeah, I really do like that line. It's a line that I use personally. which is scary, but but yeah, he says it's just BS talk, which is pretty funny. It's a funny line, which I guess stops him from going so super high up in the rankings here. And then he talks to the interrogator, the same bloke that interrogates Jay Refner. He says, "I learned my lesson the first time." It's like clearly no, you didn't learn your lesson, and so he went to jail, and it's pretty funny. Look at this dickhead. Alright, where are we at now? Number 3? Are we at number 3? Where are we at? No, we're at number 4. Yeah, number 4, David K., the fucking rabbi. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. You're a man of God, and you're coming to meet somebody. But then right away, I hate this stupid laugh that he does. We'll see. This part right here. I don't even know if you can hear this well. I don't have my headphones on, but... He says, "We'll see." He's stupid laugh.
We'll see.
He's the way that he walks into the house is so... He looks so confident the entire time. And, like he's done it before. I wouldn't be surprised if he's done it before. And, I love his oh shit reaction. Chris Hansen gets him good. And, yeah, the whole time he's just a bitch about it. "I'm asking you for identification. You haven't given it to me." Like, shut up. You're asking for identification when you're in the wrong. Go to hell. You don't deserve to get identified. Get to see identification. And he's got this stupid mustache. It's like blonde. You can barely even see it. Like, fuck you. Either get it... Either grow a thick enough mustache or don't grow one at all. And this guy's just it's the entire time he's like, "You're making me angry. You sound like you're angry. You know I'm in trouble. I know I'm in trouble. I'm not interested in getting any further into trouble." And yeah, I mean, he deserved what happened to him. Good for him. And then he has a meltdown when he sees the fucking camera.
Yeah, really because I hear that a lot.
Fuck you. Like, look at you.
You don't want to touch anybody. You don't want it. It was really one of the...
I hate that. And then he rips like the one piece of paper. Like you either go for it or don't do it at all. And he's got this stupid cell phone on the belt. I don't know why that was ever a look. And again, he's wearing like, why are you dressing up like you're going to work? You know. Is this like how everyone dresses when they turn 40? Is this the way like everyone has to dress? And he's got the... I really hate that look. The cell phone on the belt. Like, you have a pocket. Just put it in your pocket, dude. But yeah, he's a fucking... He's fucking annoying. Alright, and he storms out. And there he goes. Number 3, Maurice Woolen, of course. Has to be up there in everyone's top most hated list. This guy has everything, has it so much better, for some reason, he looks like this, and he has a wife and a family. Like, fuck you for, you know, wanting more than that. I mean, he's already rich as hell also. Like, you have to go be a dickhead over that. And, you know, he's already one of the wealthiest predators that showed up, and it's like, you have so much to lose. He knows that he has so much to lose. Did it anyway. Just a complete lapse in judgment, as a horrible lapse in judgment, as someone else, one of the other predators said. I forgot who. Right, I mean, he just had so much to lose, but it didn't matter to him. Oh, Jesus Christ, now I got this fucking happening again. Oh shit, here we go. But yeah, just a complete moron. He spills the drink like a klutz, and he fucking spills the drink, which costs us the interview, because I think he would have stayed. But yeah, he spills the drink. You have a towel, and he walks right past the towel right there. I mean, you could have just used that, you dumbass. And then he fucking has a meltdown, throws his sunglasses down in a fit of rage. Really obnoxious right there. I mean, if this was anyone else, like, what if this wasn't a rich guy? They would have tackled him as soon as he did that. But they know this guy's just, you know, he's a string bean fucking yokel. He's not going to do anything except do a fit of rage over his sunglasses. Like, come on, dude. And then the whole time he's, oh my god, I wasn't gonna do anything. Oh man, I wasn't doing anything. Get his keys, and then yeah, I love this right here. The cops troll him a little bit. They say, oh yeah, they say, what the fuck do they say? They say, nothing to be scared of. And he goes, nothing to be scared of? Just completely, like, he's completely thinks that he's above all these people right here. He thinks he's above everybody else. It couldn't have happened. This stuff couldn't have happened to a better guy. Fucking Mowo. Just the way that he looks. Like, the way that he looks. He got a fucking wife who is a MILF, actually. Give me 1 second. Alright, maybe MILF isn't the right word, but, I mean, if you're into that, she probably was pretty attractive back in the day, actually. But yeah, I mean, I would tap, but that's just me. But anyways, yes, I mean, he's a fucking asshole who somehow got a woman way out of his league, and the wife stayed with him too. Didn't deserve that to happen. Maurice Woolen. Also, he wears the toupee, completely insecure. I mean, he's just an asshole. And then the entire time, he's just, like, denying it in the interrogation. Wish we had the full footage of that, but that would be great. And then he says, oh, don't bring the girls. Like, yeah, obviously don't bring the girls. And he calls his wife afterwards, too. That takes a lot of balls, man. And I would love to hear the other side of that phone call, because that would have been something, man. To hear what the reaction would have been to that, to when she found out what he did. Oh man, that would have been something great. Time machine, getting a time machine. When I get a time machine, going back to that for sure. Just a complete prick all around. And then he says, "I didn't do anything. I did something stupid." Like, fuck you, just fuck you to hell, man. And number 2, Dustin McFetridge, Justin McFetridge. This guy, I mean, I kind of touched on it when I did my commentary on him. But a lot of it does come from the interrogation. I didn't want to clip up, the entirety of his interrogation. I threw in a few different lines there, but it was like only 2 or 3 of them. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't clip up that whole thing. But yeah, I really fucking hate this guy. He uses his disability as everything. One of the most perverted and sick guys that they caught on this show. And, don't let his disability fool you. Yeah, I mean, for sure. He wanted to have a 3-way with the 8-year-old sister. Kind of just gets fucking brushed aside here, but yeah. And he brought razors and KY jelly, and then he says, I didn't bring anything. And then, yeah, and then he denies about it the whole time, too. About, he's the whole time, he's just, I'm being honest. I hate trouble. I want to be honest. Then he just completely lies the entire time. So, what the fuck, dude? And he says, I brought hand sanitizer. I don't know if it's KY or hand sanitizer. Fuck you, dude. And yeah, I fucking hate his whole entire outfit. I hate his stupid shirt. I hate his stupid face. Hate his stupid haircut. Hate his stupid Bluetooth headset. Hate his stupid jeans that he's wearing. And he says, well, I wasn't going to do nothing. First of all, that's horrible English. It's, I wasn't going to do anything. Just learn how to speak English, dude. I mean, it's not that hard. And he says, it's not, I was all wrong on my part, but she led me on a little bit too. Like, fuck you. No one forced you to do this, you dumbass. Doesn't understand. And then he's like, oh, I thought I wasn't going to be under arrest. I could leave. First, and then no one said that. I don't know. No one said that. He says, oh, the worst part about this was he lied to me. Nobody lied to you. He said you can leave the house. He didn't say you weren't going to be under arrest. Fuck you. And yeah, there's the razor and the KY jelly. It's hand sanitizer, I swear. And then he fucking asks to be released to the custody of his mother. What a fucking prick. What a fucking prick. And then let me see if I can see that she gets her vehicle back. Like, no, they're not going to make that a priority. Go to fucking hell. And then he fucking talks to Dudinsky. He says, I hate lawyers, which makes this interrogator, Dudinsky, ears perk up. Why wouldn't you like lawyers, you fucking idiot? And he's right away, this was like less than 2 minutes into the conversation. He says, oh, I can't survive in jail. I can't walk without my cane. Like, shut up. Like, he thinks he's going to get out of it because of his disability. Like, it's probably worked for him so many times in his life that he just doesn't know. He can't fucking go on. You know, that's his only defense in life is, oh, I'm disabled, please pity me. And he's, you know, he does this so many times throughout the interview. I could have clipped up the whole, I could have just put the whole interrogation here as my reasoning, right? That's the reason. I hate his interrogation. I hate his fucking stupid voice. He doesn't shut up. He rambles on and on about nothing, about mundane shit. You know, oh, there was a traffic camera at a red light. I fucking sped through the red light and boom, I got a ticket. No one, he doesn't care about this. And plus, he had child porno. I didn't even get that clip in here. I didn't want to clip up the whole thing because I couldn't find the clips I wanted, so I couldn't clip it up. I wasn't going to watch the whole thing just to clip it up. It would take me fucking hours. I didn't feel like doing it. This piece of shit. I hate him because he fucking was going to make me do that. Fuck you. And then, yeah, I mean, he's lies the entire time, lies, it takes forever, and then he confesses. It takes him fucking and then he confesses even more when he doesn't have to. Fuck you. I hate this guy with a fucking passion. A passion. But not as much as this fucker right here, Jay Refner, Mama's boy. I need to do a full commentary on him. I'm going to do a full commentary on him, but I just fucking hate his stupid voice. Most importantly, his voice is number one. What can I do for you? And then he comes in, what can I do for you? Fuck you. You don't say, what can I do for you? And then this guy right here was also married. And I think, you know, for some reason, some woman chose you out of millions of other guys. Chose you. And you do this. You're a fucking asshole because you're fucking ugly. You're a 0 out of 10. You're a negative 57 out of 10. You're a blue waffle on a scale of 0 to 10. Fuck you, dude. Fucking hate this guy with a passion. He had so many things. You know, he had such a good privileged life, you know. Every privilege in life, you know, he fucking had it. And he still did it. Father was a cop. Mother is a prosecutor. Should know better, doesn't know better, and he's very smug the entire time too. He's got his stupid red James Dean code. I don't know what the fuck. Like, did he do that on purpose because he thinks he's a badass? He's not a fucking badass. And he says the entire time, oh, I swear, I don't want any trouble. I swear I wasn't gonna do anything. Shut up. You have condoms in your pocket. You weren't gonna do balloon tricks with them. So, and I hate his. I just hate his stupid face. I really do. Hate everything. He says, oh, can I take off my coat? Like, no. Shut up. And he's just really fucking ugly. And the interrogation is also just, oh, really annoying stuff. And the interrogation happens, you know, he says, denies, he tries to beat around the bush and just tries to say, oh yeah, she was 14, but I didn't know, or she never said. And then the interrogators get him pretty good. And he's just, you can just tell he was one of those guys that was just like the biggest tattletale in school and everything, and everybody hated him. Data communications guy. His chat log was really fucking annoying also. He says that he's a data communications guy, and the decoy like teases him too, but he goes along with it because he's like the most fun he's ever had in his life. And yeah, he did this. He somehow has a daughter too. Poor fucking thing. I love this guy right here with the Chicago Bears outfit. I love this guy. The best part of the interrogation is this fucking guy. You can tell this guy right here wants to beat the shit out of him, but he's not allowed. Yeah. I mean, I feel this guy right here. And then this bloke right here is wearing the Fox logo, which is definitely mid 2000s. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, just everything about this guy I hate. Everything. Not a single redeeming quality about him. And yeah, and this time he's like, my attorney's my mother. Fucking asshole. Got his mother to represent him. Fuck that. Man, this guy, fucking hell. That's why he was so arrogant, right? Because he fucking knew that he was going to get off because he has his mommy attorney. Fuck that. If I want to talk to that mother. That's who I really want to talk to. How do you raise somebody like this and then defend him in court? Like, oh no, my little Jay would never do that. Fuck you. You're part of the problem. You raised this motherfucker. You raised this guy. You're gonna do that. Fuck you. Fuck you too, Miss Mama Refner. And he says, my mother's my attorney. He's like so smug when he says that too. Well, my mother's my attorney, so she can come see me. Fuck you. Fuck you. And where's the mother? Yeah, fuck you too. Fuck you too. Alright, that's pretty much it. Fucking blood is boiling. But yeah, it's worth it. Some people were like, where's Mike Manzi? Fuck Mike Manzi? Mike Manzi's a little twerp. He's not my most hated. He's just a little smug guy. I mean, he's not worse than some of these other guys. I mean, he's a little twerp, he's annoying, but he's harmless at the same time. Like he's more funny to me. Like, I can't put any of the funny guys up here. Like, none of these guys are funny, really. I mean, Jeff Sokol has some humor in him. Kevin Westerbeck makes me laugh a little bit, but the rest of these guys I hate. I mean, I'm Wolin. I laugh because there's a little bit of because he spills the drink and smashes his sunglasses, but he fucking is one of the worst people on this show. McFetridge, complete scumbag. Refner, complete scumbag. Jaswinder Chemo, when he says, I'm very professional, is kind of funny, but the rest of these guys aren't particularly funny. Like, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I can't put any of the funny guys on this one, because that's what I watch this for, is the funny shit. And then the rest of these guys just make me just so mad when I watch this show. So who did I miss? I maybe might have missed a couple that I wasn't necessarily thinking of. John Kennelly could have made it here, but that's what I'm saying. I think he's more funny than Hatred, although there was good reasons to hate him. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I've been talking for like 30 minutes straight here. I'm very fatigued. That's it. I'm going to go back and now I'm going to go watch Michael Willis, I think. I think that's appropriate. I think that's my reward, right? I get to go watch Michael Willis. What? No way. But yeah, that's pretty much going to do it. So I guess that'll do it. So until next time, I will see you guys later.